CP the Tool Addict. Woo! How you doing today? Hope you're doing great. I want to thank everybody, all the new subscribers for stopping by, and I really want to say thank you for supporting me for all this. It's really been fun. It's not really a life-changing deal for me. Henry thanks you. He's literally tired of the rain, so he's hanging out with me inside no matter where we go. It's raining here all the time, but anyways, guys, I want to jump into the tool haul that I got today, Matco tool haul, and we're going to try to zip in a little bit of information and see how you guys feel at the end about some things, and we're going to talk about some things, and we might have to spin this off into another video, but let's move right along into it. First of all, I just picked up a drill tip cleaner set, or drill tip cleaner, torch tip, jet cleaner, whatnot like that. Let's just look you down here, look you down, see here. Alright, so this is just a simple tool for cleaning your torch tips or whatnot like that. It has a collet, just simple like that. You can put your drill tip in there. These things are like 12 bucks, man. Well worth the money of having them around. I literally had blown through everything the last set I had, so it was time to get another set. $12. Drill out your stuff. Beep, 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 beep. It not attached. You don't attach this to anything. Guess if you really wanted to be brave and put this in something, you could. It's a high-speed steel, so technically you could, but this is just meant for low torque applications and finer material, and it does have sizes down here, 0.0225 all the way up to 0.0635, so keep that in mind if you are hogging out a jet or something like that. Definitely want to be mindful of that, so something to look out for. 12 bucks, part number HTD4, part number for everything will always be in the description. Matco, know that I'm not sponsored by Matco or anybody else. Next thing we picked up is this Torx extension set. This is an XAUP XT7. This is the part, once again, I will put the link in the description for all this, but this is a universal Torx set. These will come in handy for certain applications on vehicles, some domestic, German, whatnot, and I love these hex drivers. These things are pretty beefy. Let's compare one to the same millimeter, which I was actually impressed for the Koken style. If you look at these, they actually have a little bit more beefier. Obviously, I don't think the breaking point's going to have to be with the shaft or whatnot, but I did notice the hexing on it. It's pretty legit. These are made in Taiwan, so I'm not too... Are they magnetic? I felt like that sucker was sticking. Anyways, I think that these are pretty sturdy. They definitely look very similar in make, coming from the same region. I would not be surprised. These are not made by Koken, don't get me wrong. These are not Japan. They say 100% made in Taiwan, but Taiwan is definitely tied in closely with Japanese culture. From everything that I've researched, and I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment box if you don't find that to be true. But they definitely are some nice extensions, and I do appreciate this. Matco's got a full line of these coming out in universals, and I actually ordered. They actually have these coming out. The only bad thing is they only go up to 14 millimeter, which I wish they went to 15. But they are the same length as these. So Matco universal swivels will be in a case similar to this. And I do have them on order. Plus they have triple squares also. So with the Matco Expo coming up, you're going to see some of these. But this is a nice kit. Guys, here's the thing about blow molded cases on some of this stuff. This is the killer part about it, is these little foam pieces in the blow molded trays. You dab a little oil on this stuff and keep these foam deals. And these are pretty compact kits right here. I really do like these kits, but they keep them well oiled, keep them well lubricated. So these kind of blow molded cases are pretty efficient in my opinion. So something to just add in there. We picked up the old INFINIUM 16-volt cordless quarter-inch sealed head ratchet, and this is a part number MCL1614SR. And we're going to talk about this quite a bit because we got a lot to go on with this. Because, I said, and some of you that pay attention to my channel and follow me for a long time, I actually said if anybody ever came out with a cordless ratchet with a sealed head design about last year, and I don't know if Matco was listening to me or whatnot, but they definitely pulled it off. And I got two. Let's talk about 100% all the good things about this. First of all, if you notice this, I'm gonna grab my fingers around here, and if I want to switch this, I can switch that right there, stay on my job, and I don't have to use two hands. Look at that. I can stay on my job. My other hand's right here, by the way. The quietness of this is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love that. The battery charges extremely fast on these things. Super, super awesome. Obviously, you guys know that I love the snap-on trigger. This would definitely be my second favorite trigger, leaving, once again, the archaic design of the Milwaukee in third place. Sorry, Milwaukee fanboys, the truth hurts, okay? But this is a much better trigger design than that one because of the fact is that it leaves a lot less space down in the bottom there. And that is a big, big deal there because when you get this thing trapped into someplace down there and it wedges on and you're running it hard. But guys, when it comes right down to it at the end of the day, this bad boy right here is pretty awesome. And not only that, did I show you the other function on this? Oh yeah, it shifts on the fly. That's right. So why do I like the sealed head ratchet? Well, boys, if you haven't paid attention, if you've been under a rock for the last 2 decades of your life, this right here has pretty much been the revolutionary ratchet, in my opinion. Sealed head ratchets, they have a place in my heart because these things just absolutely work fantastic. They're one-handed operation. They're shift on the fly, and they're just great. Now, here's a little bit of the negative on a sealed head ratchet, or this design flathead is what I like to call them. I don't care for the name sealed head because, big deal. It's sealed. I get it. But here's the downsides to this ratchet right here. First of all, these are low torque applications. These are not ones that you want to crank on. Versus your Snap-on in Milwaukee, if you're using these a lot to break bolts free, trust me, this is not the ratchet for you, okay? This is more for the ratchet for a guy who's looking for speed and efficiency, in my opinion. This ratchet is 100% is faster and more efficient than any of the other ratchets on the market. For the simple fact is that it's a one-handed operation. You get into a tight spot and you don't want to pull your ratchet out, or you're getting a bolt up in there. You could even actually flick. You could stick a tool up in there and flick that lever if you had to, or if you could sneak your finger up in there and flip it, one-handed, one finger, forward, reverse, which makes it definitely the most revolutionary ratchet in the industry. Now, I did notice this thing gets hot when I use it. Well, let's go back to breakaway. Okay, so I said manual torque on this is 50 foot-pounds of manual torque. That's not a lot of manual torque. The Snap-on is capable of handling 100 foot-pounds, I believe is where they rated in specs. So 50 foot-pounds of manual torque is not a ton of torque, so you do not want to be reefing on this thing when you're down in the dirty. But in my opinion, I can overcome those things because I use my mind and not brute force. Next thing, I want to talk about the negatives of it. Oh, and the foot-pounds of torque on this thing is 42 foot-pounds too, by the way. Next thing I want to talk about, though, is this thing does heat up fast. I'm not sure why. It is super quiet. I apologize for hitting the trigger. Let's give you a little... So yeah, you can see this is not a brushless tool. This is a brush tool, so it does create more heat, which I'm not sure why they didn't come out with a brushless. Am I wrong on this? I don't see where it says brushless anywhere on this, on the box here. You guys tell me. I actually never even asked about that. I'm assuming that it's brushed. I don't see any sparks coming up. It could be brushless. I don't know. But they don't say anywhere on here that this is brushless. I don't see any. I assumed all the new INFINIUMs were brushless, so I could be wrong. Anyways, nonetheless, it gets warm. just me playing with this, it already gets warm. Now, if you don't know how a sealed head ratchet works, I could tear this one apart someday, and if you guys are interested in the comment box and seeing exactly what the differences are between a sealed head and a normal head, we got this guy right here to display for what a normal headed ratchet, because this is a flat head. That I will do that for you. Just leave a comment down in the comment box. Now, is this a tool that's going to gain you clearance? A little bit. The clearance on this is 8.5. 8.5 inches. Sorry if it's upside down. Whereas the Milwaukee is probably the next thinnest, and it is 8.7 inches. So, yeah, it gains you a little bit of clearance, but honestly, that's not the factor of this thing. So, keep that in mind. Now, the other disappointing factor, which I probably need to do a complete separate video, is 16-volt batteries. I want to talk about that. We're going to give it a little bit of comparison right here. You notice I have my DeWalt 5 amp hour tore apart. Yeah, my brand new 5 amp hour DeWalt tore apart. Let's pull this guy out. Now, you notice that's a 12-volt DeWalt 5 amp hour, and this is it has 18650 25Rs. And I'm sure some of you are smart enough or followed along with couple other channels. A being the Torque Test channel, B being AVE, or C being Project Farm. We all should be well educated by now in knowing that the 18650 25R is a pretty legit battery. I think LG is probably another one that's pretty good. And so that's definitely. What did I do? Just slip something? I felt like I felt something slip. Anyways. That we all pretty much know that's a pretty good industry standard. So I've got, now keep in mind this is a brand new battery, and I did pay $500 and plus odd dollars for this. So if you think that I'm not taking a risk right now, for you guys, I'm no corporate sponsor. I can promise you that. If you look in here, this is an 18650 20R Samsung battery, and I don't know if you can see down in there. Might have to get out the old Mantis light here. You notice the empty cavity right here? There's one battery right here, but we don't have one right there. And then obviously you can pretty much tell that there's 3 cells in here. 3 18650s probably. Now they're wrapped in cardboard, so I can't really tell. Actually, I can see there is some green at the tip of this. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but that's as far as I can tear this apart without getting dangerous. Now, if one of you guys wants to donate to me for the cost of the 16-volt battery, I will absolutely tear it down. But at this point, I'm still operating on my own dime, fellas. So, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, because there's nobody paying me for a lot of these tools. So, keep that in mind. But I got to wonder how this thing is a 16-volt battery. If it's running less cells than a 12-volt 5 amp hour battery, I don't care how you wire it. My only theory is that the 16-volt batteries are actually going off the charging rate, which is 4.2 volts. So they're using the 4.2 volts times 4 to come up with 16 on these, which is not surprising, because if you guys don't know by now, Matco likes to fudge the numbers. And if you think I'm not lying, well, let's go watch the Torque Test channel and look at their actual numbers that they come out with their impact. Are they the weakest? No. But they definitely are industry leaders in fibbing, in my opinion. Does it mean that they make bad tools? No, but we're here to be honest and get... I can't get this thing back together. Probably just busted it. We're here to get the industry back on its feet with honesty. I don't got a dog in a fight for it, but, and I'm sure if Torque Test channel sees this, they might get a chuckle out of it too, because, honestly, they're giants. They understand, my pain when it comes to being honest already. I mean, it is just, none of these I'm here to work for the people as far as giving honest reviews for the general person out there, and just the entire public of people that are buying or consumers. That's all there is to it. That's all I want to do. Is as consumers, I want to take care of those people and let you guys see the reality of things. And I got to tell you, the 16 volt That's a sales gimmick right there, ladies and gentlemen. So, anyways, guys, that's the video. If you want to see more, and sorry about my red-looking eyes, I definitely have some bad allergies, and I apologize. It ain't gonna stop me. I mean, unless you see dirt on me, unless you see see me in a box and some dirt on top of me, it ain't gonna stop. But anyways, guys, that's the video. Appreciate you watching. Let me know in that comment box if you want to see more about these battery things, because I got a ton more. This brain's stuffed with 20 years of, just craziness going on and whatnot. But I don't, nobody's paying me until I get a paycheck in the mail for, 6 figures. Ain't nobody paying me to say nothing but tell you guys the truth. So appreciate you watching. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.